Hey, what's up, Luke? How you doing?
Hey, Anton. I'm doing great. It's nice to talk to you again, man. How are you doing?
Yeah. I know it's been a while, man. I'm here. You know.
Yes, sir. How's life? How's things been? How's Arnett Mechanical been? How have you been just personally? How are things going,
Um,
man?
I've been good. Things have been good too as well. Like I say, we just chomping at the bit at it. So everything's been good. I like where we're at right now. So we got some things coming up. So yeah.
Nice, man. I see you repping the gear. You're looking sleek today.
Oh yeah, I had to I trust me, this I think this is my last meeting for the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been a one of those days today where we just got meetings on meetings on meetings, so but it's okay.
Yes, sir. I hear you. Well, looking good. I appreciate you just like wanting to hop on and do this and just I love, any chance I can get to shout you guys out and just talk to you guys about what you're doing and all the help you're providing. It's just an honor. So I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today and get a chance to know each other a little bit better.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I appreciate you making time for me as well. So
Yes, sir. So yeah, man, I mean, I think it's awesome like just getting a chance to do these sort of calls. I think that they help a ton just with just getting your name out there, getting some content up, and it's a win-win for both of us, with HVAC growth and Arnett. Like we always want to see each other win, right? So like my thing is like I just get a chance to learn about you, like what makes you tick, and down the line, if we're able to work together, then it makes that an even smoother process. So my thing
mhm.
is like, I guess the first thing I'd ask you is like, what went into Arnett Mechanical? Like, what's your story, man? Like, how did you start Arnett Mechanical?
Okay, so Arnett Mechanical was started I got in the this trade green, not knowing anything. I first enrolled into Houston Community College. I'm based here in, just south of Houston. Got hired. I was blessed to get hired while I was in school, learning the trade. Worked at this company, Schaefer Mechanical. From there, I kind of got my, fire, my yearning and just desire to, wanted to grow more in this trade and in the business as well. So I worked at Schaefer Mechanical a couple of years, leaving from there. Worked at various commercial business as well, and that's why I kind of learned my commercial side of the business as well. And after doing all that, I just wanted to kind of get my time back. My kids was getting older, they was growing up, and I just wanted to be able to have more time to do what I got to do with them, and also better myself at the same time. So I just got my things together, got my financials together, and then found out what I needed to do to bring it to life, and just did just that, and we became licensed in 2017 as a mechanical contractor, and the rest has been it's been a good ride. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So since 2017, so that's almost you're coming up on 10 years now. So
right.
that's a huge milestone. So you started when your kids were young, I'm assuming. So are your kids like older now? Like are you planning on having them come work with you or like how does that work?
Okay, so my son is going to be a senior next year. My daughter's going to be a junior next year. My son is going to college. If he doesn't go to college, then he's coming to Arnett Mechanical. But he's a football player, and he has aspirations of playing on the next level from high school. So if it doesn't work, then he'll be a part of Arnett Mechanical.
Awesome. Well, for his sake then I hope that he's not.
Right.
Not
Me
for
too.
not for a good amount of time. I'm sure,
Correct.
eventually it'll happen no matter what, dude. But
Right.
yeah, no, that's really exciting. So yeah, that's what I get from it is like you started Arnett Mechanical to get more time back, um, so that you can spend time with your family, make your time worth more. So like as far as how you're compensated for it, so then you can be a little bit more present. I think I've noticed that as like a trend, not only with me, but like a lot of the other contractors I meet is like it all kind of comes back to something a little bit bigger than ourselves. It comes back to, hey, like I don't think that a lifestyle where I can provide for my family and also be present for my family can work unless I build my own thing, which is super
Right.
unfortunate. But, a lot of people kind of have to accept one or the other and do some sort of, makeshift thing out of that. But it sounds like, you and Donnivin Brown, I just met with yesterday with Southern Comfort, you guys are like locking in and just figuring it out how to do it all. So as far as, you doing that, how did that go? Like, did you feel in the beginning, was it less time with your family and then you got it back later, or like how did that progression go?
Well, I would say in the beginning there was less time. So I was employed, but I transitioned out.
Mm,
So the process of coming out here and working full time for Arnett Mechanical, it was a transition. So during that transition, it was less time. But as today stands, as now is, I have more time. I actually have more than enough time, and I say that because at the high school, I'm also a booster club president. So yeah, I have more than enough time. Obviously, we're about to come into season, and but through the years, I've been able to manage it and be able to change hats if needed.
yeah, I mean, that's huge. You said booster club president. So like what goes into that?
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So, at the high school level, the Booster Club is over all the sports at the school,
Mm,
many coaches, many wants, many needs. And again, even with that, my sole purpose is to make sure that our student athletes, have what they need, uh, training, competition, healing, all that good stuff. So, but it's been great. Nothing that I saw myself doing.
mm.
I was nominated by parents, so I was always a small, quiet behind the scene guy. But I enjoy it. I like it. I'm up for the task. I feel I've been doing great. I'm still there, so and we're just going to keep continue to grow with it.
I mean, dude, you just like I think that's awesome. Like you said it was centered around family, and it just seems like, I mean, obviously you're not going to accept that if your son's not there or your
Right.
daughter's not there. So, I mean, dude, everything you do, it seems like it's just centered around family, which is huge because I think that that's like the biggest part. Like I went over that again. Donovan and I talked about this yesterday, and that's kind of what he was talking about. It's like, man, the why, like really ironing down your why. Because if you can't do that, I mean, entrepreneurship is hard because the buck's always going to stop with you. And if you can't iron down your why, like, man, like the hard days or the hard periods is just going to be, so hard, like it's going to be debilitating, like it's going to break you and you're going to not be able to continue. So, but you
Right.
keep like you find that pattern, you keep going, the hard periods come, you get through, then you get the good stuff and you keep riding that wave. So like what would be your advice for anybody that's maybe watching this or just you know just reading the article we make about it or whatever, what would be like your one central theme or idea that goes into like how does someone find their why? How does it and then how do you take that and like charge every day with it so that you can stick it through in the hard times?
Okay, I would say they should apply themselves to the trade first and just in their family dwelling, their lifestyle. Once they get that, try to find out what you want in life, where you want to be, what you want to obtain, where you want to go, how far you want to take it. Because even in this trade, the sky is the limit, really. Some guys stick to residential, some guys go to commercial, some guys do both. Me, I could do you can do refrigeration. You have industrial, so there's so many lanes that can open up to that you're able to provide for not only yourself, but also for your family and your community. But yeah, like I said, I would say you apply yourself, hang in there. Of course, starting out, you got to go through a learning curve, but after a while, it becomes, repeated, and just keep going forward. So,
Yeah, so iron down your specialty and just make sure that you just like you get that right and branch out from there. Is that
yeah,
kind of along the lines of what you're trying to say?
yeah, I just find your niche.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
like to do, what means to you. Like for me, I don't just do it for the buck. I do it because I like helping people. I like, going to a hot home, a hot place, and you're able to say, hey, just give it a while, you'll cool off. If it doesn't, call me back, and you don't get a call back. So I actually enjoy what I do. I like being hands-on. I'm a technician first, so
Mm.
I like the thinking aspect of it. And like I said, I just like to provide good service.
Yes, sir. So you said you're a technician first, which, it comes back to you wanting to be there for your kids. You want to be there for your clients. You want to take care of them and make sure that just like you could take care of your kids, your clients are taken care of. Like, say you're a technician first, like, what does that mean to you? So you're not a businessman first. It's not about the book. It's about being a technician first. Like what does that mean to you as far as if you were your client, for something else, how would you feel about that sort of, approach yourself?
Okay. So my approach is, if anybody was coming to my house, I would want them to take care and be mindful of mine as they would do theirs. Being a technician first,
Hmm.
you're going to continue to learn. You're going to always have to learn. Obviously, the climate that we live in now, thing changes. Every year, something new, even in the HVAC trade. I often go to HAR every year to learn what's coming, learn what's out. I've
Hmm.
been going to different areas in the country. The East is not the same as the West. The North is not the same as the South. So, I'm originally from the South, but again, in different areas and cities you go throughout this country that we live in, uh, guys deal with, certain things. Again, depending on where you at, you never know what you can run into. So, but everybody have a story to tell, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I mean it's just like different areas result in different sort of expertise. And what do you feel like that dictates to you in your area for Arnett Mechanical? Like what do you think is special to the HVAC companies that are in your area that they specifically, if they don't have this like one thing down, like they're gonna fail the client even if they care.
Okay. Being in Texas, Texas is a great place to be in when it comes to, HVAC. It gets really hot. We have high humidity. So, it can get pretty hectic here. So again, like I say, just continually learning, learning also what's new as far as the codes within various cities, and again, just understanding the customers' wants, their needs for their home, and what you're able to get and just provide them options. Let them decide. Don't decide for them.
Yeah, I mean that's huge. So like going into their homes, definitely making them feel like they have some sort of control over how their problem is solved, even though you probably have like a better idea of how to solve it. Just kind of going in there, making sure they feel empowered and like informed. That's another big thing that Dennis talks about. Knowledge is always free, but our time is not, because our time is reflective of how much knowledge we've learned with the time we've taken to learn that and the time we've taken to master the implementation of it. So it's like, in that sense, I love that you fall into that same sort of like, hey, I'm gonna come tell you about everything so that you know exactly what we can do. I'll give you my recommendation, but at the end of the day, your house is your house. I'm not gonna force you to do some sort of higher expensive thing, even if it's the best thing for you. I'm gonna do whatever you want to make work. So, you know, that's really like putting the client first, even when maybe they don't know better. But like, how do you go about informing them of that, so that you're not liable on the back end if they come back and they're like, hey, like this didn't work out the way I thought it was, and then you have to say, well, hey, we told you that. Like,
Right.
how do you manage that?
So again, going up on a service call or even on the maintenance, we assess the customer system. Let them know the ins and outs, what's going on, indoor unit, the outdoor unit. We let them know the condition. We take pictures. We give explanations, and also we provide them with a report.
Mm,
So from all that, we provide all recommended, options when it comes to repair versus replacement. We just give them all those choices. We give them options. We just, not only display them, but we show them. We're not just telling them that, we don't mind going out, finger pointing, explaining what this is, what it does, and why it does, and why it needs to be replaced. So yeah, we just give options, put it all out there, and let them choose. And that's in black and white. So we're able to do that, through our CRM. We email it, we text them, we let them know, hey, any questions you have, let us know, and we want to answer them, and don't feel like nothing is crazy to ask, but because it's an investment at the same time. So you want to know what you're paying for, what your money is worth. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, dude, it's, having the pillar of transparency is huge. So, I mean, if that's the way you do it, that's just an amazing way to do it because as long as you're transparent, I mean, you're less liable. So, yeah, no, that's awesome. So, that being said, like, where do you like what? So, Arnett Mechanical now, like, what are your plans? Like, what are you trying to do with it next few years? What are you envisioning Arnett Mechanical, or where is it in like 2 years from now?
So my vision for Arnett Mechanical is to get a bigger footprint here. Like I say, where we're at, we're in Rosharon, Texas,
Hmm.
and the surrounding cities. Second would be to, I'm originally from Florida, so I want to take Arnett Mechanical in Florida as well,
Okay.
where I'm born and raised from. So that's what I would like. Not trying to be, have 50 trucks on the road.
Yeah.
But again, that's my vision, and just being able to offer gainful employment, still involved in both communities. We also do scholarships at our local high school here and at my alma mater high school back home in Florida. So always want to, be involved with the community. Always willing to, get more guys interested in the trade. Uh,
Mm.
have that awareness as well to know that, hey, you don't always have to go to college. You can try college. I tried it, but I love the trade, and I'm still in the trade. So and just letting young men and young women know that, hey, this is a viable option to as well, to have a good life and to provide for yourself.
Yes, I mean that's a great mission. So you did mention so you wanna do a second place or a second shop in Florida where you're from. Where is that in Florida? Like what city?
It's in what at the time it was called Carol City, but now it's called Miami Gardens. So just to
Wait,
be
it's
brief,
called what?
it's at the time growing up it was called Carol City, Florida.
Okay.
But now they have changed the name, so it's called Miami Gardens, Florida.
Miami Gardens.
Yeah,
Oh,
Miami Gardens.
nice, dude. So you were close to South Beach.
Yeah, well, close enough. Yeah, close enough.
Kind of.
Hmm.
That's dude, I love that area, but
Yeah.
anyway, so you want to start a shop in Miami Gardens and how come so like what went into that shift? Like why are you in Texas now then if you grew up in Miami Gardens?
So that's a long story. But I'm here. I've been here since 2012. My kids
Okay.
are here, they're with me. So that's my pride and joy.
Yeah.
But again, just going back, paying it forward. Again, that's my hometown. I go back often, but
Mhm.
again, I've moved since I've been in Houston. Houston has been great for me. It's been great for my kids, and I like it. It's very affordable, and
Mhm.
you can have a good life here compared to Miami. So the
Yeah.
cost of
Yeah.
living versus Miami to Houston is not even a conversation.
Yeah, no, I know, dude. Miami is so expensive. Yeah, so well, okay, so and then 2 years from now, so you want that shop in Miami Gardens. S- so does that like tie into your kids and them in school and stuff like that? Like, what's your plan to sort of hit the ground running when you can be a little bit more like mobile when they're in college and stuff, so that like you can get that going as soon as possible?
Right. So my plan for my two kids once they leave the nest is to go to
Yeah.
school, to earn a degree and
Hmm.
to have a degree in something that can make them some money, that can provide a good life.
Hmm.
Um, Again, if that doesn't work, all the mechanical doors will be here, um, open and have our arms will be wide open for them. So it just means, like I said, I want them to, explore what they want to do. Again, I'm gonna give them a chance, and then after a while, hey, come over here.
Yeah.
So and then, but again, just give them the choice and the opportunity to figure what they want to be and what they want to do in life.
Well, that's, you sound like an amazing dad and a great safety net to have so they can go and they can explore and try to find something that they want to do. And then if it doesn't work out, they know that, dad's got their back. So that's
Definitely.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
that's very awesome. So, I mean, Anton, do you have any questions for me about HVAC growth or about anything? And pretty much everything, dude. I asked you a bunch of stuff. Like, I really appreciate you, explaining all that. And that should be awesome for just like this call. But unless we get down the path again, if you have any questions.
Yeah, no, I don't have any questions, but what I can say,
All right.
from meeting you and having conversation with Luke, it's been very beneficial even from the start. Not many people in our businesses in your space, are able to offer what you guys offer. Um,
Mhm.
you guys are fair. You guys are patient, very patient, and I would highly advise any HVA and our service-based business to sit down with you and your team. And if they don't know it, you, Dennis, and the rest of your crew is able to teach them to they'll know it and be comfortable in knowing what they're investing into with you guys, not only you guys, but their business as well. So
Hey, I really appreciate that, dude. I mean, I think it just stems from like Dennis always said the reason why he wanted to like bring me in and teach me how he does marketing is because he said, I think my greatest asset, he says, is the fact that I care. And it's like, dude, whether or not we work together, whether or not Donovan and I work together, or whoever and I work together, if somebody else is watching this, YouTube, whatever, right now, reading about it, it's like, if you're a good person, you do good work and you help people, like, even if you're not paying me, man, like, I want to see you and your business do well because that's the type of stuff that drives forward, like, the whole industry. So I chose HVAC because it's a specific vertical that I can learn quicker than doing all local services, right? And that way I can focus on HVAC guys. I went to AHR, I met a ton of the guys in the industry and women in the industry, and it's just like top to bottom, like it's all just like super smart or super kind, caring, just individual family oriented individuals that just want to do right by people. And it's like, I just want to do right by you guys, So I'm and because I have that mindset, like the money just comes naturally. So it's like I'm not even worried about it. Like you guys are doing great. You guys are crushing it. You guys have super big tickets, for how much, what you work on. And all I need to do is focus on just being around the right ones, which like you, Anton, and just helping you guys win no matter what. So it's an honor to like be able to continue to further my relationships with all of you.
right. And again, Luke, I can, attest that that's just what you guys do. Everything you said, that's what you guys deliver. That's your action. That's your work, and everything else in between. So no doubt.
Yes, sir. And Anton, if you have any like friends of yours that are like-minded, we only want to, not, we want to work with the best. That's it. We want to
Right.
work with the guys that are getting all the 5 stars, and it is what it is. It's just because we want you guys to dial in like taking care
Right.
of people first so that we can have that client first mindset with you guys as well. But if you have any like-minded guys that want to be
Yeah.
featured in our ecosystem, like, dude, just send them my way. I'd love to meet with them and just get to know about them and meet like this. So,
Yeah. I mean, that's how I found about you guys.
yeah,
Great friend, Donovan, from Southern Comfort. He
yeah,
told me about you guys. So that's how I discovered you guys. And I
yeah,
would highly encourage a HVAC guy, know another HVAC guy, support each other, talk to each other, talk about your market, talk about what's good, talk about what's bad, because everything is not always good. And, just have a conversation. I do and will, recommend other, service-based business to you guys. And again, I'm working with you, so it will make sense for me to recommend you guys to work with them as well. So.
yeah, man. I mean, it's the least we can do. If you guys are crushing it this much and doing so well by your clients, it's the least we can do. Just get you, spotlight, right?
Right.
So,
Mhm.
well, Anton, dude, I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today and get into all this stuff. And like, hopefully the next time we talk, you're even more excited, like things are even better, and we can just have a completely different conversation about something else that'll just be fun because I'm looking forward to the next time already.
Got you, got you. And I want the same too as well. Like I said, we got the summer coming, we got the fall coming, and some work to do and some work to put in. So I'm definitely excited and hopeful and ready for the challenge.
Yes, sir. Well, have a great rest of your day, man, a great rest of your week, and let's crush May, right?
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Amen to that. So let's do it.
All right, Anton, have a great day, man.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.
All right, Luke.